Winnipeg, Manitoba is known as the Gateway to the West. This November, 6 teams will meet at that gateway, ready to kick it down. Oh! 2 will be making their NPA debut. Winnipeg, we're coming.
Winnipeg, we're here. Game 3 of 11 of the Winnipeg session. Dynasty Sports Institute here taking on Northstar. You see the pregame dap-ups there. Junior Mercy, the Quebec native, with some friends here on this Dynasty squad. Got to be honest, right off the top, Dynasty sustaining some injuries just prior to this session, including one just days before they left to fly out here. They got 7 bodies out here. Well, they got 8, but one's not playing because of that injury. So it'll be interesting to see how that ends up affecting them. Jason Tom here alongside Elias Sabate, the first of 3 games here live from Churchill High School.
And Jay, you mentioned Junior Mercy is a familiar face for these guys. They're from the same province, but there's going to be no friendly relations here in this one. They know his game, and they're going to be going after him. They've also watched film from last night, getting familiar with this team.
The Dynasty Sports Institute in the black with multicolor trim. I'm liking the flare. Northstar in the home started up the session with a convincing win on Thursday. There's Segan Akinbolombo kick out. 3 ball is good. You can count it for the kid, Emmanuel Ugba.
Hometown hero, man. He wants to be that guy that makes it straight out of Northstar into the Division I level. I mean, regardless of where you look at it, you sports coaches are already on him. He's already building that interest.
3 straight threes to start the game for Dynasty. Throwing up a goose egg thus far. Make it 4. Battle down low. Akinbolombo battling with Dylan Gorey. Pushing back the other way. Junior Mercy turns it over. Nice take and no finish. Dynasty playing their first game of the session. Trying to get the shakiness out early. Head coach Igor Wigama telling his team, don't worry, things are good. You're going to get the top off that rim soon enough. Their first game in NPA history for Dynasty Sports Institute. Deng Dak, who had a good game yesterday, no good. And taken right away, Ugba.
And one thing I love about Ugba is he's able to work with guys that he's not familiar with. You know, with Deng and Junior coming into the lineup, sometimes there's that, oh baby, Juju is getting hot.
That's my daughter's nickname. Junior Mercy, he is pure from range. Oh, we got an answer back. Mathieu Colombo going 3 for 3.
And that's a class of 2022 Colombo.
Big Shag has it poked away. Kick out into the corner. Ben Simmons. Drive, kick, Deng Dak. No good. Getting after it on the glass. Ugba came down hard, out of bounds. Going to go back the way of Dynasty.
Ugba looking a little shaken up, but trying not to show it.
Smart move. So far, and I know you saw this from Dynasty earlier, you could just tell they haven't played with each other an awful lot. We talk about on-time, on-target passes. Not there yet. Not on time, definitely not on target.
And those are the challenges of being early in the season and understanding that
brand new program.
Yep.
Like they don't have a year to, this is Coach Wigama trying to institute his philosophy on a bunch of players that haven't played together before.
Good ball movement here from Northstar. getting clean looks, at least on the other end. Dynasty hasn't been able to really get high percentage shots.
We said it's the same sort of thing.
And those are the young mistakes, you know, again, looking at the class of 2022. Arno Conan, in my opinion, number 4 in the black. That's the dude that, you know, you want to keep the ball in his hands and allow him to create. He's the best ball handler on the floor and has the highest IQ, in my opinion. That's the dude that needs to be running this offense.
Junior Mercy came down with that loose ball. Went back up with it and was fouled. Mercy got himself to the line an awful lot in yesterday's game.
Good to have a nice home team crowd here. The Churchill faithful are in attendance. Both bleachers packed up here to our right and to our left. Got community members, club members, and then probably some future NPAers. I saw a couple of young guys who kind of wanted to get a taste of what it's like here.
George Flambeau checking into the game for the first time for Dynasty. Northstar trying to turn up the defensive pressure. Drive. Yeah, that's a travel off the big man, Gorey. Still learning the game is Dylan Gorey. And when you see those sort of things, you know, those are building blocks for the season and for the future.
And you've seen a lot of the careless mistakes. It's just timing and anticipation. Again, learning what everyone does best on this team. One thing we know about Junior is when he penetrates and hits that gap, he's able to find a lot of guys when the defense collapses.
Junior Mercy is the type of guy that you would want to play on his team if you watched him. You'd hate playing against him, but you would love to play with him. Pass is just not on target right now for Dynasty.
Big man's got to be ready.
Dang Dak, Ugba. Northstar hasn't been able to keep that consistency from range. They got a 3-on-1 back the other way. Taking it right at Ugba. Foul on the body, I would guess.
I love the defense there played by Ugba. He's tried to stay as vertical as he could. Tough to really avoid that.
Just realizing now on the side of these Dynasty, that trim, different flags from around the world represented on this squad.
A lot of the French-speaking countries specifically.
Love it. Igor Wigama's long-term plans and goals, that's what it involves. Bringing players from a lot of these French-speaking countries to the Quebec area in order to further their basketball dreams while being able to learn in their native tongue.
Good patience by Mercy, just couldn't get it to drop.
We will be in Montreal for a session in early February hosted by Dynasty. Very much looking forward to that. Nice driving kick. No good, but something positive right there with those two squad. Junior Mercy spinning. Picked off. Back the other way. Nice finish in transition, Malik Androl-Colon.
And Malik does a good job of protecting the ball on his way to the rim. You saw him wrap it inside there with the offhand, getting one hand up, keeping it away from the defender.
Big shake.
Almost a travel there.
Yeah,
and he did.
They let him go the first time, but then, yeah.
Dragged the pivot.
Timeout by Coach Wigama. We'll be back after a short break. 8-7 in the early going for Northstar.
Seasons. Almost 300 games.
Oh, Jacoby Neath!
Thousands of kilometers over 8 provinces.
He tried to send that one to Banff.
Making Canadian basketball history.
History has been made.
Nearly 100 alumni are now playing at the post-secondary level. Some will see their dreams come true.
Need some juice.
And all of our former players will forever be part of the NPA family.
Oh, Galentine. Allen Spoon Hunters cooking up a show. Jordan Prasad putting the NPA on notice.
Now, new names will emerge
Setting the NPA on fire.
with the same passion of those that came before them. And to them we say, next man up.
Next man up. And the next man up right now is the squad from Montreal, Quebec. Dynasty Sports Institute, one of our expansion programs in the NPA this season. We're very excited to have 2 Quebec squads on board. Thetford put on a great showing in a tough loss last night in their first game in NPA history against the silver medalists from last season, Edge School. Just love having these Quebec squads involved. Nice play off the inbounds. Count it, George Flamba.
And that is a classic inbound play. You'll see a lot of teams work that and then work the reverse as well on the other side.
Simmons stops, pops, can't drop. Kicks back out. Deng Dak, who's been 0 for so far, gets it to go that time. Northstar up 11-10.
Must be nice for Coach Darren Leonard to have a little bit more of a luxury this year with multiple guards on the floor who can handle it and who can create.
Colombo could not get that one to go. Had a wide open Jimmy Toomba in three-point land. Couldn't hit him. Ugba. This kid is special. We see little flashes. Nice finish in transition. Arno Conan. Mercy. Ooh. I don't think I've seen Junior miss like that since rookie year Saint Laurent.
And then again, another rookie mistake here. You got to be cutting towards the rim. You know, that pass, everyone's always wants to make the lead pass, but the receiver has to be running and giving him a target that's at the rim instead of settling for that corner three. Shag getting some early touches.
Yeah, running some offense through him. Mike seeing he's been able to pass out of the double team and deliver it on target. His teammates have not been able to hit too often as of yet. I just like I'm seeing Big Shag get up and down the floor in much better shape than he has been previous.
Could be Mama Akimbolo's cooking. She's hooked us up today.
Looking forward to it. And some people standing a little too close to it right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting nervous just looking at that. I can smell the plantain or plantain. Depends how you want to pronounce it.
A mountain of plantain. Ugba back the other way. Him and Deng Dak, a little give and go. Nice find to Junior Mercy. Gets the contact and finishes right in front of the CBC cameras that are here representing CBC Manitoba.
And Junior Mercy's got the mind and the muscle, man. He finishes through a lot of contact. Doesn't make a lot of risky plays. Just very within himself. Tough shot that time by Dynasty.
Yeah, good ball movement leading to that, but just couldn't finish. Deng Dak, good change of pace. Terrible, terrible move to leave his feet before knowing where he was going. Dynasty just has not been able to finish at the rim. Back the other way, Simmons. Dak with the rock, 1:24 to go here in the first quarter. Ugba. Oh, good. It's funny, man. This Northstar squad has a lot of weapons, and so far in the first quarter of this one, it's been all Emmanuel Ugba.
That's an area of his game he's really improved is the three-point shooting. He's making sure he's getting his feet set. As long as the feet are set and he gets it on target, it's a high percentage shot.
Ooh, I like Conan's change of pace there, appreciating that. Under a minute to go now here in the first quarter.
You know, Jay, we've talked about this in the past about each province having a certain flair and personality. With Quebec and Arnaud's move there, I see that often. They got a great change of pace and direction.
Ooh, nice strip by Ben Simmons. Tell you this, man, Northstar has been killing themselves with the turnover. That's a tough shot to take, man. You just gave up 2 points. Shot clock is stopped. We got 17 seconds left in this first quarter. Northstar will have the lead after the first. Yeah, Ugba just did not have his legs under that. Still 5 seconds to go. Dynasty has a chance. They can get a good shot off here. Ooh. They're going to put time back on the clock. I think a bounce pass could have been in order there. I think they're going to have a couple seconds left on the clock. Nope, just putting one back. Nope. Ref's going back to check it out. Have to be a quick catch and shoot. Ooh. Don't know if it would have counted. 6-point lead, Northstar after one. Dynasty's got to be happy with their first quarter in NPA history.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national and provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. Junior NPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management.
The NPH Showcase Circuit, year number 9, discovering talent all over the country. Registration opens up soon at showcase.northpolehoops.com, hitting all the major markets in Canada. If you're a prospect and you're looking to be seen, looking to get on the map, that's where you want to be. Back to the action here. Dynasty and Northstar. Quebec versus Manitoba.
Elias Sabate on the play-by-play. Jason Tom on the color commentary. Deng Dak in transition with the spike. Getting the Winnipeg faithful on their feet. 3 ball, no good. Kinbalumbo box out, rebound. Back the other way. Got some fresh blood on the floor for Northstar. Oh, calling for the pass, got delivered in his belly. I like Ben Simmons' defense right there. Into our overflow seating that should be closed off, I'm going to guess, rather soon. Just about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Yeah, it's going to stay the way of Dynasty. Northstar.
They're getting their hands on it.
Yeah, doing a lot of good on the defensive end.
And Ben Simmons really improved. You see him make that stop and transition on the last play.
Yep.
You know, just his body overall, you can see that he's put in work.
Ooh.
Tough shot.
George Fumba, liking it. You see the promise that Dynasty has in their squad, just battling some injury bugs early in the season here. Kinbalumbo misses, ends up getting the loose ball. Northstar is going to get it back.
And you saw him take a very unnecessary three, not in rhythm, and that's not the shot you want him shooting. Another tough shot. This time gets a foul.
Yeah, foul on the elbow there. Easy call. Reinforcements coming back in for Northstar. Edge Capuano, who shined, had some nice plays yesterday, did Edge Capuano. Some nice give and go, some passing.
Good energy off the bench for sure.
Absolutely. You know, you're not going to expect large contributions, but a guy you just need to consistently come in and provide what he does. Defend and share the rock.
And there's a big interior presence here for the big man from Dynasty. Let's see if they take advantage of this while Northstar plays small in this lineup.
Yeah, foul called.
It should be on the ground there. It looks like they're going to call it on the gather.
Hemidus Nodars McKay called for the foul. Free throw is pure from Andrel Colon. That is twice. Yesterday we saw Thetford get called multiple times on the free throw violation by the shooter.
Yeah, and they're leaning into it often. A lot of them just not getting
Getting
enough legs into it.
Talking to the officials before this game, like the coaches are not arguing these calls because like those are points of emphasis that the refs have. That isn't a judgment call.
Mm-hmm.
Northstar's going to get it back.
One thing I'm noticing here, there's definitely a trend for Northstar, and a lot of their offense is initiated from Junior Mercy's first step. He's able to blow by defenders and forces a double team or forces the middle to collapse. That's where a lot of their offense begins. And right now, been some careless turnovers, just passing into no man's land.
Nice ball movement. Wing three. No good. Junior Mercy. Push back the other way. Dynasty's done a good job of being able to cut down the forward progress of the speedster from Quebec. Yeah, that is a travel. Good call.
Thought he got away with it.
Glad he didn't. Got to get these kids to understand the calls early so they don't create these bad habits.
He's a slithery little guy, though, man. He gets in between those gaps in the defense.
Herky-jerky. There he is stepping in. Ooh, I'd like to see two hands and capture that instead of just trying to tap it with one. Gets the rebound. Mercy Slows it down instead of going 1-on-5. Good box out down low by Conan, allowing Gorey to get the rebound. Those are the mistakes that Dynasty are going to be making in the early going. You hear the voice of head coach Igor Wegama. It's going to be a trying season for him. He has some international talent on the way. But to be able to kind of mold those in on the fly during that transfer window for the second semester, that's not going to be an easy task either. Wow, got lucky there. Mercy smacked it away.
Arno Conan's gonna really have to take matters into his own hands here. Ooh, good pass by Capueno. Second one by Simmons, off the mark.
6:26 to go here in the second quarter.
And that turnover count is really bubbling up right now. Northstar could have had really extended this lead.
Yeah, they have not taken the opportunity afforded to them right now to put this game away early. Considering how many points they put up yesterday, you called it that they were going to have a tougher time here against Dynasty. Dang Dak went up. I like the non-call there. No bailing out. Ooh. First half has been all Emmanuel Ugba.
He's been balling, man.
Absolutely.
It's been a little quiet from Deng Dak, but Ugba's definitely picked it up for them.
Yesterday it was Deng Dak and Junior Mercy setting the tone early, and then down the stretch, everybody got involved. I think today it's really been Emmanuel Ugba, and even though it may not show up on the stat sheet, Kinbalumbo, a lot of the offense going through him. The emphasis has been on those two players. Ugba has been providing much of the offense. Airing that one out. Air's different here in Winnipeg than back home in Montreal. Nice little give and go. Ugba, though, loses it. Akinbalumbo takes it up. Basket in the bump. The big man. Big shank. If he can finish through contact like that, there's not going to be many guys that are going to be able to bring him down in this league.
He's really strong upper body, man. He can absorb that.
Love watching the change in body type of big men as they get older.
You got to be patient with bigs. It always takes longer for them as their bodies continue to develop, and every year they got to basically get used to a new physical stature.
The Dynasty still getting used to their spacing right now. Drive, kick, could have been called for a travel there. Ball worked around to the corner. Three is good before the shot clock goes off. Colombo from downtown.
And they really needed that one, man. They had to stop the bleeding. They've been scoreless for at least 2.5 minutes.
Wow! Putting it on a platter. Akinbalumbo finds Ugba for the rim visit. Got to give it up to the big man for putting it right on the target. No wasted movement for Ugba. A little hesitation from the lefty. Probably could have went right up with it and would have been a little bit more in the flow.
And he saw the last one drop from the opposite corner. But you got to get yourself in rhythm. You got to play with confidence. If one doesn't drop, you keep going.
Corner three. No good. Push back the other way. Really like the Cologne finishes at the rim. Seems to be able to get it off of glass from really any angle.
I'd love for him to stay aggressive. That's sometimes he opts to pass it in tight spaces, and it's quite unnecessary. He can finish all by himself. Good pressure that they're applying on Deng.
Big man. Ooh, almost banked it. 3:30 to go. 7-point lead for the home squad. See what these are the passes I'm talking about. But I always look over the bench there after something like that, and I do see some positivity there from the Dynasty side. They're not getting on top of each other. Asking for a timeout is Dynasty. We'll be back after a short break to Winnipeg.
Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student-athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct.
Three seasons. Almost 300 games.
Oh, Jacoby Neath!
Thousands of kilometers over 8 provinces.
He tried to send that one to Banff.
Making Canadian basketball history.
History has been made.
Nearly 100 alumni are now playing at the post-secondary level.
Rugby.
Some will see their dreams come true. And all of our former players will forever be part of the NPA family.
Oh, killing time. Balance. You haven't missed a thing. Just an inbounds pass. 3-ball no good from Dynasty. Ball movement from Northstar. Oh! I think the roof would have popped off this place. You have bad timing, Elias. Defender was dropped.
I saw that part. I
don't know if it was really a cross. I think it was just a slip on the floor.
Hey, if you finish with that, that makes the previous...
I would have been cool with that. Ugba just skied trying to throw that one down.
I love that aggression from him, man. That's one thing I've been waiting to see from him. He has those abilities.
Dynasty sticking around. Flumba from downtown leads down to 4.
Some of these passes really indirect, very lazy passes. You gotta whip them. And the lead is really shortened here for Northstar Prep, and this is where the turnovers start coming into play. One too many, and you're giving Dynasty a chance to really stay in the game. Big man for Dynasty, Dylan Gory, 7-footer from France. Graduating this year, trying to hold it down low. Got caught on the hold. Sheg, good on the first. 5-point lead here. As the quarter winds down, we got 2:25 left here in the quarter. The trap coming. Good timing here.
I like the no call. Letting them play. It's the spacing that Dynasty still getting used to each other on the floor. Oh, nice mid-air movement by Cologne, but couldn't get the finish.
Jimmy Trumba, number 7 in the black, playing his first minutes, class of 2023.
Lead still at 6 for Northstar. Brought their fans on their feet a few times in this first half, trying to use the energy from that home crowd. You know what I really like from Balumbo is that after he sets that pick, he's following Junior Mercy to the rim. That's resulting in a lot of opportunities for offensive rebounds. Foul on Mercy. Darren Leonard just telling his point guard, just relax a little bit. .131 to go. 14 on the shot clock. Halfway down before it popped out. Northstar, opportunity to push this to a double-digit lead. Could have been up a lot larger earlier in this one. Haven't been able to capitalize on Dynasty. Oh! Deng Dak skying back for the chase down. Didn't get the block, but no basket. Some end-to-end action here. Foul called.
I can appreciate that effort there, the defensive effort by Deng Dak. He was the one in the opposite corner that missed the three, but yet was the first one back on defense.
Hey, box to me, man. Box to me, man.
Officials having a conversation over there, explaining the call. Oh, Northstar with two teams with equally poor turnovers back to back. Basketball gods evening things out a little bit there. Ken Balumbo battling. Foul called from behind. Just now getting into the bonus. Dynasty's going to have to be careful with the individual personal fouls. An undermanned squad here in Winnipeg. Kim Balumbo splits a pair. 50 seconds to go here. Leads up to 9. Dynasty is going to want to have a final minute of strong basketball here to stay in it. Almost came right into your living room. Three's no good. One and done there for Dynasty. Ugba, who's been a star of this first half. Ooh, tough pass was on target. Jackson McKay then dropped the dime, but no finish. Not going to hold for last shot. I think they're just going to get what they can get. Ooh, probably something a little bit better than that would have been on the menu for Dynasty if they could choose.
10 seconds to go here.
McKay, no good. 9-point lead for Northstar. They've been able to hold Dynasty in check through the first half, third quarter action after a 10-minute break.
The National Preparatory Association started 4 years ago, born by the desire of basketball coaches, many of which were outside of Southern Ontario, to provide a different option than traditional high school competition for elite-level basketball talent. The goal was simple: create a platform for Canadian student athletes to give them the best opportunity to earn scholarships for post-secondary education through the game of basketball. Since then, the NPA has grown to provide the best basketball exposure available at the high school level anywhere in the world. We do this by live streaming 90% of the league's nearly 100 games on our North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, ensuring high-level competition in front of post-secondary coaches from across North America, providing game-by-game statistics on every player in the league on our industry-leading website, npacanada.com. creating individual profiles for all of the league's players on Canada's top college recruitment site, northpolehoops.com, while sharing it all through the social media reach of NPH's multiple platforms. By doing all of this at the highest level, we believe that we can keep the majority of Canada's basketball talent here on home soil, and ideally in their own city or province.
The last 2 years I played at prep schools in the US, and I'm just really happy to be back in Canada and to have this opportunity to play in the NPA. It really means everything to help push Canadian basketball forward.
I love the NPA because it's given me an opportunity to showcase my skills and talents in front of many coaches across the country.
Teams from New Brunswick don't usually get the exposure you would, but the NPA provides that, and just the competition is great.
It's a national scene. You're not playing guys in Ontario only or only in your city. You get to travel all over Canada, places you've never been before.
Each team had a different style of play, and that was something you had to prepare for every single game. They really helped to prepare us for our basketball career. It's not just me, it's my whole team.
Y'all are doing a great job of just exposing some of the underrated talent. It's a great spotlight, right? I think it's the best league in Canada.
It's given us a platform from Western Canada and the prairies especially to showcase that we do have talent that stacks up with the best talent in the country.
I really love the fact that I get to be proud of my school, of my team, of my guys, and put them on a national stage, which is what the NPA allows us to do.
It's come a long way just because everybody's on the same page, from the executive right down to the coaches and the players. I think it really is a family.
We are making history every season through a shared vision, common goals, professional leadership, and a league-wide constitution enforced by a board comprised of coaches from the league's original teams. Nearly 100 NPA alumni are following their dreams through the NCAA, U Sports, CCAA, or JUCO routes. Our new goal is strategic growth with long-term partners willing to help our team continue to blaze a new trail in Canadian basketball, showing our student athletes that what they need to succeed is right here in Canada.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH works in partnership with the community, including the national provincial governing bodies, as well as club programs to maximize scholarship opportunities. The NPH Showcase Circuit is your opportunity to learn the blueprint while joining the NPH family. Starting with our foundation, that is the Junior NPH Showcase Circuit. This level caters to elementary school student athletes in graduation to the high school tier. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH national rankings, where player profiles are created acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. The blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management, all aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. The NPH Showcase Circuit takes place from April to December in a player-focused environment, while the Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown. Student athletes continue their journey to the next level as North Pole Hoops invites the network of prep and post-secondary programs to evaluate talent live and direct. As the summer comes to a close, high school season remains a lasting component to a student-athlete's pathway. Players who thrive in high school are recruited by prep programs to continue pursuing the next level in a competitive environment. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Utilizing the exposure arm of North Pole Hoops, comprised of digital marketing, live broadcast, and scouting, NPH acts as a media and marketing partner for the NPA to maximize exposure for our student athletes, helping them gain scholarship opportunities, our ultimate measure of success. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the blueprint.
Who will be crowned national champion?
And Jacoby's going to try to measure this one up, looking for a made-to-measure suit.
Fourth quarter of action is brought to you by Indochino, where right now, using promo code HOOPS, you can get a custom-made, made-to-measure suit at a number of our coaches get fitted up, 10 showrooms across Canada, 6 of them where we have teams in the NPA, match made in heaven, Indochino and the NPA.
Indochino, the national sponsor of the NPA. We are excited to have you as a sponsor. We're excited for what you're doing and what your brand brings to our league. The prestige of your brand, the prestige of our league from coast to coast.
The guys at Indochino were amazing when I got fitted. I can't thank you guys enough.
Indochino making me look good. That's all I gotta say. It's not always an easy task. Very grateful that you guys are taking care of me and having me look a little bit better.
I really thank you for putting the time in and believing in what we're doing with the young men and just, again, establishing ourselves in not only the basketball community, but the community that we live in.
Thank you, Indochino.
Sorry to wake you up, Addison Patterson. NPA action, second half. What a wonderful morning we had at the local mall here in Winnipeg, welcomed by the outstanding staff at Indochino.
They've been an excellent partner to us over the last 2 years. Coaches from the area here getting suited up. We had 4 coaches come in, get measured. Going to look sharp for nationals and for the rest of the sessions. Back to the action here. We've had Northstar finishing off the first half in a lot of turnover trouble. We'll see if they can clean that up.
Oh, a little confidence coming out of the locker room. George Fumba from downtown.
And Fumba's being the aggressor offensively for Dynasty. They need somebody.
Oh, Junior Mercy, stop and go, drive, dish, but no finish from Simmons. But you know, someone who's been finishing this entire game goes by the name of Emmanuel Ugba. Going to the line, looking for the three-point plays, the young buck.
Another one, class of 2021. He's got a huge advantage over a lot of players in this league. Played his first season last year. You can already see the confidence building up with this young man, and he's got one more to go as a member of the 2021 Canadian class.
2021.
Yeah, plus one.
Avec un. 9-point lead for Northstar. Well, Dynasty's come out of the locker room with a plan. They've got themselves 2 wide open threes, but only been able to knock down one of them. That's not a smart foul from Colombo. Akin Balombo was not going to get a basket from that space on the floor, but foul going against Dynasty. They've already got 2 just over a minute into this third quarter. Hugba inbounding. Deng Dak, who's had a fairly silent game after being one of the stars in game 1 for Northstar. Kinbalumbo working pretty far out, tries to spin. It's going to go back the way of Dynasty. There's definitely spots on the floor that Big Sheg wants to get the rock. I think that one was just a little bit outside of his range to try to work his way in.
Anytime a big man, operates from high up on the perimeter and tries to back down his man, by the time you're done backing him down, that help side's already come over, and you don't want them handling it for that long. Better to just establish position early on the low block and then get the entry.
Nice pick off there. Oh, equally nice strip back the other way.
Splits the defense.
Wow. Colombo just battling. Ends up drawing the foul. The lead still at 9 for Northstar. Just the way they started the game, 3 straight threes for Dynasty, but they've only been able to drop 1. Deng Dak pushing back the other way. Under pressure, Junior Mercy from downtown pushing up to double digits, the first double-digit lead of this game for Northstar.
And then follows up with a steal, man. That's why you got to love him. He plays nonstop. Yesterday, we went at him a little bit for slacking a bit on defense. Nice move.
He loses it. Ugba. You heard Ugba scream out, "Get in." I thought it was going to go the way he's been shooting today. Nice finish once again. Gotta like what you're seeing out of Arnaud Conan.
And again, Conan's got to take matters into his own hands. They need more scoring out of him. He's often a facilitator, but right now they're just not able to get offense from elsewhere outside of him and Fwamba, so he's got to look to score more.
Ooh, Ugba tried to pack it. Gorey called for the foul. I'm really liking the passing on display by the big man, Segeno Kumbalumbo. Really impressed. To be a big, the passing, it's pretty simple when it comes down to what you should be doing with your passing, keeping that ball high and then delivering it to the chest of your teammates. It's pretty simple, but it's a lot easier said than done. But I've really liked Big Sheg's ability to do that through 2 games in this season. Lost it on the way up. Fwamba. Leads at 12. Simmons no good. There's Akin Balumbo getting to work on the boards, the big man.
He's such a big body, such a big force and load to handle down there. He's really good on the box out, really good on the cleanup.
Conan pushing it back the other way, forcing the whistle. Ooh. Oh, try to get his own rebound. I really like that, the fake pull-up to the hard dribble that Conan's put on display. And then a foul underneath the rim by Colombo.
And Conan's a little frustrated, but, he's got to be okay with that miss. Just the fact that you were able to get a clean shot off that hezzy, as you mentioned, stay aggressive, stay in scoring mode. Most of the sweet dimes that get dropped off are coming from first having the intent to score and then attracting defenders and being able to dish off.
No good from Ugba. What's important about that hesitation dribble is how hard that next dribble is, right? Front rim and out. You can't be lazy with that dribble off that hesitation. That's what I like from Conan.
Absolutely. It's got to be an explosion right after. The whole point is to freeze the defender.
I just see a lot of times players, they figure if they freeze the defender with the hesitation, that's the end of the job. You know what I mean?
That's just the beginning.
Exactly.
Either get rid of it or get to the rim. Oh, he's just so shifty, so crafty. Junior, mercy, have mercy.
Oh, don't steal my line and deliver it in such poor fashion.
As if you had
You don't deliver that line on him drawing a foul. I got to talk to Elias. Take a timeout.
All aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from elite NBA skill trainer David Tyndale. Entering the showcase environment provides every camper an opportunity to measure their talent against elite prospects within the region. Top performers raise their stock and begin their recruitment process with exposure opportunities through national rankings, player mixtapes, and connecting families directly to college and university coaches. Regardless of age, gender, or talent level, developing professionalism and positive habits are vital for the success of all campers in life and in basketball. So the blueprint tackles academic eligibility, self-reflection, assessment, goal setting, and brand management. All aspects necessary to become a professional on and off the court.
I think we've rectified things.
Yeah, I won't take your calls anymore, Jason. Getting a little sensitive on me.
5:32 to go here in the third quarter. Dynasty, an undermanned squad for this trip, getting themselves into foul trouble. Already with 5 team fouls in this quarter, and we haven't even reached the midway point. We're going to have to play smart the rest of the way. If they can get it going from range, it's going to be their trick back into this game that was Jimmy Toomba from downtown. Another nice pass from the big man. Mercy call for the travel.
Definitely
Shuffled
got
his feet.
first step down before the ball. Even with the simultaneous ones, they're still calling it. They want the ball down first before that step. In a really low-scoring game here from Dynasty, 33 points on the board halfway through the third quarter. This is not going to be enough to get it done, and they're going to learn that very quickly.
Oh, that is what this is for them, a learning process. Game number 1 in their debut season in the NPA.
Sheg just finding a way, man. Always in the right place, right time.
Love what I'm seeing out of him in this game. Had 8 points in that first quarter and a handful of dimes. Conan. It's the only thing keeping him in the game right now. That was Galvin Luqueta from downtown. Keeping this from getting out of hand. Kick out. Ugba. He has not been able to carry over his hot first half.
And Jay, I got coaches texting me right now as we're on this live stream asking about Emmanuel Ugba. So they've been tuned in since the beginning of this game.
I thought they were upset about your call on the Junior Mercy foul.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'd be texting you about Emmanuel Ugba as well.
Toronto Basketball Academy is in the house, have arrived from the T-Dot.
No good. Ooh, spin move in transition and the floater are no Conan. Okay.
Keep the Jets on and stay in scoring mode, Arnaud. You got to. This team needs him to score.
We now have everybody in attendance. Saskatoon, Toronto, just outside Quebec, Montreal, Calgary, and of course Winnipeg.
5 provinces.
We're all here.
I love the national feel, man. That's the one thing I love. If I'm pointing out one thing specifically, it's what I love about this league as a whole. Bridging the gap, showing different parts of the country the game as a whole.
And it was great to be able to share that with CBC Manitoba today. You know, talking to them beforehand about what this was and then having them show up and kind of ask those questions, kind of saying like, you know, well, what was there before this? There was nothing national.
Nope, it was just scattered stars, single-handedly dominating, and now those guys get tested on a regular basis.
I think that's what's special, is being able to kind of share the journey thus far with people who aren't aware of it and kind of seeing their eyes light up saying, yeah, no, this makes sense. No call there. Dynasty has a chance to get this back to single digits with 2:05 to go. Mercy called for the foul.
And as good as Junior Mercy is, this is one of the challenges that he's going to face moving into the next level. It's okay at the high school / prep level here in Canada right now, but some of the takes that he's doing against guys who are 6'4", 6'5", and above, he's not going to be able to finish against those guys on a consistent basis. Got to bring in the use of the floater. That's going to be a weapon for him down the road.
And I wonder if this is also a team with players that he knows they have played him before. They know how to throw some things at him to put the brakes on his speed.
Conan,
again.
Skies high, looked like he was about to throw it down.
I like to see this fire out of Dynasty. Leads down to 6.
And it's very important that they end this quarter either on top or tied up. You know, you're looking at Northstar right now. They look a little winded, look a little disappointed in themselves.
And the fans have been sucked out of this one. That's another thing you got to learn as a young team, right? You got to be able to learn how to take that juice out of the home squad. Dynasty starting to feel Uncle Mo on their side, but dang, Dak sends it back. Oh, that would have been big.
Crowd was going to go nuts for that one.
Really like what I'm seeing out of Dynasty. They could have came out of that halftime feeling deflated, but Fwamba cuts it to 4, 35 seconds left. They got into foul trouble early, and they have been able to maintain and excel. And they're getting after it on D. And Northstar turns it over. Don't look now, but Dynasty Sports Institute is feeling it. I'm seeing some smiles on the floor, getting some energy going. It's the first time that a lot of other NPA squads have been able to see this team. And early scouting report, don't count them out, Elias. That just seems silly. 18.6 left. They could hold for the last shot if they would like. Well, now they can. Shot clock is on, but it's frozen. Wing 3, no good. Northstar has a chance to get one off. They will lead through 3. Oh, and the steal, a second left, pull for 3. No good. Look at Igor Wigama, the head coach of Dynasty's, feeling good. His team's down 4. Stay with us. We'll be back with fourth quarter.
Indochino to me is a million guys getting a million suits, and each one is different. I think the value is the quality is undeniable in terms of the suit that you'll get, and the fabric and style selection is second to none.
I think when someone puts on a suit, they take on almost a different personality, and they feel comfortable in their skin and who they are, and they feel good. Doesn't matter where you're going, what event you're going to, but everyone feels good in a suit.
I think a lot of what we do is kind of going against the grain, so to speak. Bespoke, made to measure, custom was traditionally only in store. We were the first to bring it online, and as we went through that journey, we really felt that in order to connect with the consumer, we needed to give them true options, really provide a service and an engaging experience that customers would enjoy and remember.
Indochino is a custom-made experience, but with off-the-rack prices. You are in control. So you come on in, you choose what sort of material you're pursuing, choose what sort of print or patterns you really want to try out overall. From there, you pick out what kind of customizations you want to bestow upon these lovely garments, measure you up, and you get to express what you want, tighter, looser, longer, shorter, so everything sits on you as you want. We do everything all in one for you.
We give a 100% made-to-measure product. So it's very sort of individual and very personalized. It's for them. It's their suit.
Seeing them in their final suit just kind of makes it worth it at the end of it, because you spent time with them, and you know, whether they wear suits every day or this is their first suit, it's exciting. Like, you help them build that and it's theirs.
It's really that ability to create a one-of-a-kind garment that allows in front.
Well, we're back live. Final 10 minutes. Game 1 of 3 today. Game 3 of 11 overall of the Winnipeg session. Tough take. Wow. Akin Balumbo is having himself a game. Showing us some things that we haven't seen before. Nice pass into the corner. Can't cash it. Ugba to Dak. In rhythm, but front rims it.
He's been quiet in this one, man.
Transition. Ooh, got a piece, Ugba. He really elevates effortlessly. Battle on the floor.
And I love to see the energy from from Sheg, and just him getting hitting the deck for those loose balls.
Nice pass again. Stick back jam, Emmanuel Ugba. Getting ugly here in the peg.
Looked effortless, just getting up there. And that's a good way to stop the momentum that Dynasty had to end the third quarter.
They had a great third quarter, but Northstar has been able to weather that storm, and now they're pushing back. Leads back to 8 for the home squad. Ugba having himself a game here in front of his fans. Foul called on the big man. It's been a good game.
Very good game.
Did not know what to expect heading into this one. And it's so many of these matchups I don't know what to expect, because these are teams that just haven't played each other, coaches who don't really know each other.
And I've been getting to know this Dynasty squad from throughout the summer on an individual basis in camp settings, and then, seeing them at the beginning of the season in exhibition. It looks like they're still piecing it all together, and there's a lot of youth on this team. It's tough to, good look inside, easy finish.
That is one thing that this team has been able to do since struggling in that first quarter, is finish at the rim. Some tough in-traffic attempts, and that goes down for Ben Simmons. That's a big shot for Northstar, pushes their lead back to 9.
Well played on the trap in the corner. Ooh, that all started with that trap.
Nice ball movement and a cut, forcing the whistle. 2 shots coming the way of George Flamba.
And if I'm Flamba right now, I know that the refereeing has been solid, and they're calling those tough shots for him. He's got to be able to get to the line on a more consistent basis.
.7:30 to go here in the fourth.
If Dynasty can keep getting to the line, they give themselves a chance, to be in the game earlier and to be in the bonus earlier. Low percentage shot there that time. Flamba trying to take over.
Emmanuel Ugba, it's been his show in this game.
And Deng wanted it in the corner there. He's got to be a lot more vocal if he wants that lead pass up ahead. Ugba just didn't see him.
Dak into the high post. Back to Dak. Jumper looked good there after looking like he lost some legs in the early going. Nice ball movement, wing 3, no good. Oh, offensive rebound almost landed right in Tumba's hands, but ran right past it.
10-point game here. This could go either way. A lot of time on the clock. 6:47 left here in the fourth and final quarter.
Emmanuel Ugba is having himself a coming out party in this game.
Got some swagger to him. And props, big props right now to Sheg Akinbalombo. He's played extremely unselfish. Every time he catches, whether it's in the low post or the high post, he's either turning and facing or looking for guys that are cutting off the ball, and then he's doing his job on the glass as well. The big man's come a long way.
Calling for a screen. 2 came over for him. Little pick and fade. Ends up with the putback. Tumba, class of 2023. Well, Dynasty's sticking around. Kick out. Simmons looked good coming off the fingertips.
And again, good awareness by Akim Bilombo, attracting coverage down low and then pitching it out. If you can keep getting quality shots like that, you're in good position.
3 guys sitting around the perimeter for Dynasty. Just have not, it's obvious Dynasty what their offense is coming from. They got to hit those outside shots to have a chance. Once they stop going down, the momentum shifts back the way of their opponent. I really like the defense and transition offense of the one-man gang, Arnaud Conan.
Makes it an 8-point game. He's graduating this year. Coaches, if you're watching and in need of a PG, you put scorers around this guy and he's going to facilitate. He's going to make sure your guys get open looks.
Flambeau with the block. Conan out of Brossard, Quebec. Over the bridge from Montreal. Midway point of the 4th quarter. We'll be back.
The National Preparatory Association started 4 years ago, born by the desire of basketball coaches, many of which were outside of Southern Ontario, to provide a different option than traditional high school competition for elite-level basketball talent. The goal was simple: create a platform for Canadian student athletes to give them the best opportunity to earn scholarships for post-secondary education through the game of basketball. Since then, the NPA has grown to provide the best basketball exposure available at the high school level anywhere in the world. We do this by live streaming 90% of the league's nearly 100 games on our North Pole Hoops YouTube channel, ensuring high-level competition in front of post-secondary coaches from across North America, providing game-by-game statistics on every...
Final 5 minutes of the 4th quarter. Northstar has not been able to put this one away, although they have led throughout. Baseline jumper, Deng Dak gets the roll and the bounce, gets it to go, 4:52 to go, the lead's at 10. Heads up in the stands, good hands.
Get that guy on the floor. Good awareness.
Future Winnipeg Blue Bomber. Half the shot clock is gone. Pull-up jumper, no good. Northstar now has an opportunity. Give it right back. You called it. Turnovers have been hurting Northstar. Convincing win in game 1. Now hoping to improve to 2-0 in this session.
And again, if I'm Dynasty, yes, I want to cut this lead down, but I'm not going to take too many from distance. They haven't made a lot. You want to stop the clock as much as possible. Try to get Northstar in some foul trouble. Instead, it's going the other way.
The timing of that push was poor by Tumba. If you're going to push a big man like that, don't do it when he's jumping or about to jump. Every time I expect Northstar to put this one out of reach, Dynasty just stays knocking on the door, and another turnover.
Those are going to be costly. This game is going to be down to the wire. We're at just under the 4-minute mark, and those types of turnovers are going to be costly. You have to learn from these mistakes before getting into your next session.
Corner 3. Tap out. Shot clock back to 14.
Multiple set class of 2021.
Leads down to 4. Tell your friends to tune in. Got a game here in Winnipeg, and we got 2 more to go. Ugba. Ooh. Ugba with the counter right. Once again, tapping it out is Tumba. Oh, and he stepped out of bounds. Oh, no, foul called. Leads back to 10. Was down to 4, a couple of trifectas. Northstar provides the answer. Yeah. Clipped them on the screen. I think Junior Mercy sold that one a bit. Junior put up 30 plus in yesterday's game and just had this gym on fire. Has not been the same in this one, but that is actually good to see if you're head coach Darren Leonard, to see that Northstar has these other weapons that can step up and have these big games. Timeout for Northstar. We'll be back. 2:32 to go.
League on our industry-leading website, npacanada.com. Creating individual profiles for all of the league's players on Canada's top college recruitment site, northpolehoops.com, while sharing it all through the social media reach of NPH's multiple platforms. By doing all of this at the highest level, we believe that we can keep the majority of Canada's basketball talent here on home soil, and ideally in their own city or province.
The last 2 years I played at prep schools in the US, and I'm just really happy to be back in Canada and to have this opportunity to play in the NPA. It really means everything to help push Canadian basketball forward.
I love the NPA because it's given me an opportunity to showcase my skills and talents in front of many coaches across the country.
Teams from New Brunswick don't usually get the exposure you would, but the NPA provides that, and just the competition is great.
It's a national scene. You're not playing guys in Ontario only or only in your city. You get to travel all over Canada, places you've never been before.
Each team had a different style of play, and that was something you had to prepare for every single game. They really helped to prepare us for our basketball career. It's not just me, it's my whole team.
Y'all are doing great.
We're back live. Some nice pressure from Dynasty. Dak. He provided a big-time shot earlier. Can't get that one to go.
Didn't need that one either. Wasn't in the flow. Fumbled the ball a little bit. Two minutes to go here. Northstar's 10-point lead. It's been going back and forth. Built up, then brought back, and turnover here on the moving screen.
It's a second moving screen call. The one previous I was in support of. That one I did not catch. Ooh, got away, picking up his dribble there. Missed the cutting Ben Simmons. Oh, found him that time. Northstar whipping that rock around. Yep, the shot clock does reset to 14. Refs are on top of that. 6 on the shot clock. Junior Mercy spinning. No whistle. 10-point lead. Dynasty, they got to take that 3. And it's banked in. I said it before in this game, but that's a big shot.
Oh, and another steal. Arnaud. Oh, chase down block.
They are calling that a goaltend? They're going to come together and make sure they get the right call.
I think they might have called a foul.
Refs are going to get together and make sure they get it right. Basket counts. Don't think it's a timeout. So basket counts, foul called, opportunity at the three-point play. Ugba almost took himself out of this, but that attempt at the chase down block.
He reminds me a little bit of Fofo Adedigan, the way he just bounces back up. He's got like elastic bands for muscles. And you can tell he's a little shaken up. Still playing through it and asking for a sub now.
There's Mercy into the corner.
They're going to try to run out the shot clock.
4 on the clock. Oh, Ugba limping his way. Still hits the 3. Timeout on the floor. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back with the conclusion of this one. I know.
Golden Dough, it's a family restaurant. We're in Mississauga, been here for 25 years. It's a Middle East cuisine. We make it out of love. We make it fresh. It's very healthy for an athlete to come in to have a nice meal. Sitting around back home, like when you order a big plate or like a small plate, they like to share. A lot of family come together, they sit together. So this is what kind of makes it a family restaurant. Back in the day, my grandpa used to be a baker and he used to run a restaurant. So it's pretty much in my blood. Anybody that comes in will feel like into a family business. Come to Golden Dough in Mississauga, be part of the family.
The North Pole Hoops Blueprint is a multi-layered system for Canadian basketball talent to maximize their potential from grade 5 all the way to the NBA. NPH.
What a great last few minutes. Very exciting conclusion of this one. Leads at 8. Dynasty's got to put it up. Another huge 3 from Flamba. Timeout. The lead's down to 5. Don't go away, folks. Short break. We'll be back.
Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. The CNIT brings 100-plus top-tier clubs from around the world to compete for the national crown.
35.2 to go here. Now they're calling timeout. You know we're going to stick with it here. What have you seen from this Dynasty squad in their debut, Elias? Their first game in the National Preparatory Association?
I think considering the fact that they're shorthanded with injuries and, just got dealing with a lot of guys still coming over from overseas and still first time playing together, they showed a lot of resiliency. That is I think the word that sticks out for Dynasty, resiliency. They battled back this entire game, and playing with 7 guys is it's really tough. There's only so much gas in the tank, and right now they're at their final fuel, and let's see if they can close this one out. 5-point game, been awesome game. Emmanuel Ugba, he's the storyline for this one. It's been sensational. We're about to get back to the action here. There's 35 seconds left on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. And in FIBA, the ball does advance, so they'll play it from the 3-point line extended.
Here comes the trap. Oh, Mercy spins out of it. Wing 3, no good. We got 20 seconds to go. Dynasty has a chance, and Junior Mercy swipes it away. Smart move to pull it back out. Getting all over it. Ooh, almost an over back. Called for the foul instead. Dynasty had a chance.
And that should do it.
What a battle from this squad of 7. Had 8 before this one. An injury in the days leading up to their flight to Winnipeg. Oh, I thought Mercy missed the first. And the second. Coach Wigamo wants to talk it over one more time. We'll take one last break, and then I believe it will be the conclusion of this amazing first game of the day.
Winnipeg, Manitoba is known as the gateway to the West. This November, 6 teams will meet at that gateway, ready to kick it down. Oh! 2 will be making their NPA debut. 2 others look to build off their first season in the league, while the other 2 want to show their championship pedigree. Winnipeg, we're coming.
We're back. 7-point lead, under 9 seconds to go. I think that's safe for Northstar.
That should do it.
It's been quite a game.
And Emmanuel Ugba's still in the game. He's had an excellent game, a very good one.
Both ends of the floor. Dynasty inbounding. Coach Wigama drew something up here. Wants to use this as a late game opportunity to execute. Jumpers no good. Northstar have improved to 2-0 in their home session. Game number 2 goes in just 28 minutes. Stay with us. We got SBA and Edge Battle of the West coming up next.